Be careful chasing monsters, lest you become one. In the next 4 minutes, you're going to watch how this plays out in real time, and you'll know exactly when this man potentially crossed the line. A stepfather dies at the bottom of the steps. A doll sits at the top. What if I told you a doll never pushed him? What if he was already falling? Everyone focuses on Talky Tina's threats, but watch what Erich does first. Watch what he becomes. By the end, you'll see who the real monster was, and it might remind you of something Nietzsche warned us about. What you want to look at is, why is Erich framing love as competition? So there's a scene, for example, where Talky Tina says, "I love you" to everyone, but Erich feels like that does not mean him. And then that leads into sort of like an exchange between him and the doll, which then sort of like takes us further south, or the exchange goes south quite quickly. Take a step back, and it's always good to take a step back. We realize that we're analyzing a really big crash out, that Erich is crashing out for the full episode, because the whole idea of being excluded from love or being on the sideline, it makes us wonder if this really connects to how Erich feels in the family itself. Like, is he now threatening violence against a child's toy? Who's the monster here? And then later we have this whole exchange in which Erich is holding Talky Tina by the throat, and we just kind of wonder what's happened here. And this kind of thing goes on and on and on and on and on. One act of violence on the part of Erich leads to another act of violence on the part of Erich. And we're just left kind of wondering what is really the intention behind it. And we're left wondering if Erich knows that at this point, where, first of all, he started off with throwing Talky Tina in the trash to trying to choke Talky Tina, does he realize at this point he's actually become a monster? And here's what Nietzsche meant: when you define yourself by what you oppose, you become it. Erich needs Tina to be a monster, because without an enemy, he'd have to face what he is, a man who demands love through fear. That's what the episode's really about. It's not really about Tina at all. And so the genius of the Twilight Zone is Tina never does anything supernatural until after Erich has already become a monster himself. She's not the abyss. She's the mirror showing him he's already fallen in.
My name is Talky Tina, and you'll be sorry.